Hello, welcome back. I hope all is well with you guys. We continue our journey into introduction to cyber attackers, and this is the episode 3. In this episode, we are going to talk about the types of cyber attackers, six type of them here. Therefore, the length of this episode will be this episode will be lengthier compared to the two previous one. And as always, I will point out that my English is not good, but I will try my best. If you have difficulty to understand, you can ask me either by commenting below or contact me via the contact link that is in the description of this episode. There I will answer and put the answer in writing, and hopefully it will be easier for you to understand it. Otherwise, are you ready? Here we go. The first one, the first type of cyber attacker that is in this category is so-called amateurs or script kiddies. Amateurs, or they also called script kiddies. Okay. My English is not good. If I am pronouncing them wrongly, then you can point that out in the commenting. Okay, so this individual use existing, it's not like that, existing tools or script found online to launch attacks. This group or this type of attackers, they don't have much knowledge, like, because there is a lot of tools that can be used for attack, and they know how to use those tools, but they don't know how those tools work. They just know how to use it. the, Therefore is they called is amateur or script kiddies. They lack they lack deep technical technique technical knowledge, but still can cause a lot of damage. But still depends on which tool they are using. There are a lot of dangerous tools out there, cause we should not underestimate them, significant harm using pre-made exploits. As saying goes, never underestimate your enemy. They will surprise you. Okay. For example, a teenager using a downloadable loadable program to deface website. Even though they don't have deep technical knowledge, but based on which tool they are using, they can cause a lot of harm or significant harm or damage. Therefore, never underestimate your enemy. They may surprise you, as saying goes. The second type of attacker that is in this category, we are going to talk about the very dangerous one, which has a lot of resources. They are very dangerous. I have categorized it here. Organized hackers. If you become the target of this type of hackers, then you can't defend yourself. It's war. Because they have resources and they have time on their hand, they will continue until they succeed. The only thing that you can do is to mitigate and prevent the amount of damage uh, or the effect of that attack. That is the only thing that you can do. For example, you have backups and save your sensitive information offline and not online. Only those information that is necessary you can save it online, but those information and sensitive information that is not necessary, you don't need to put them online, because there is no 100% security. Therefore, organized hackers, they eventually they will succeed always. These attackers are highly sophisticated and organized, and they have rich resources on their hand. Unorganized, organized often part of larger groups with specific goals. Here there are subcategories that the group or the types of attackers that is in the this category. First of all, it can be cyber criminal. We can mention that one, cyber criminals. And these, they are engage in illegal activities with the goal for, why are they doing it? It is for financial gain, such as ransomware. We will going to talk about what is ransomware in the coming video, not here. Ransomware. Cannot write it. Ransom. I forgot a little bit English that I could before, but right now I forgot that one also. I'm sorry about ransomware attacks. We are going to talk about what is ransomware in the coming video, not here. Here you just need to understand that is there. Or data breaches. Okay. Then the other group that is organized, the hacktivist. Why are they are doing it? What is their difference from cyber criminals? They are doing it because they conduct attacks to make political statement or or prompt promote social causes. Depends on which type of hacktivist or they belong to. They hack the system, organization, or it can be government agencies in order to promote their causes that they believe in. The third organized group of attacker is the so-called terrorist. It depends on definition of terrorist is very wide, and it depends on which country you came from. Okay, this group of attacker, they also organized and very dangerous. They use their goal is to cause panic in the population of a country. Use cyber attack cyber attacks to create fear, disrupt services, or cause damage. Or cause damage for ideology. I cannot pronounce this word again. Ideological purposes. Purposes. Again, who is terrorist, who is not, depends on which country you're from. Every country has different definition of terrorist groups. Okay, and the fourth one, it's the dangerous or the biggest of all. This organized group is state sponsored. They have very large resources and they also have the legal system on their side. State sponsored state sponsored hackers or cyber attackers. This group is You must fear this group a lot compared to the previous. The three previous also is very dangerous, but this one they have legal system on their side. They have very large resources, and you may ask why they are doing it. They operate under government. As I mentioned, they have the legal system on their side. Government. They basically doing the hacking of the other group, but here it is legal. Government directive. Directives to gather intelligence intelligence. For example, it's can be on the nation they consider enemy, then their goal is to gather intelligence information and their security services or defense capabilities or other information about the infrastructure that is sensitive for that country. That is one of the goal is state sponsor hacker, but that is not the only one. They can also commit sabotage. For example, they can attack the energy system of a country, or in the example of Stuxnet that they have attacked the nuclear site in the Iran. Yep. Or conduct cyber warfare. I cannot pronounce this word also. I'm sorry about that one. Cyber warfare. We are going to talk about in the separate video what is cyber warfare. Okay, not here. And okay, now we have the second type of hackers that was in the other category. We had organized. There were four types of organized attackers. Then, okay, now we are finished with the second type of attacker, which was in the other types of attackers. Then the third one is insider threats or attackers. They are the dangerous one because they know how the system work and they know the weaknesses based on where they have worked and which knowledge they have about the organization. And you may ask why they are doing it. Here I will provide some answer. Basic. These attackers are individuals within an organization. Ah, why I cannot write organization who misuse their access to cause harm. And you may ask why they are doing it. They can be, maybe they are angry, or a person that has been fired. They are angry at their boss and they are doing Mm, mm, Maybe someone have paid them money. They are doing it that way also. It depends on who this individual is and what motivation they have. They can be disgruntled. For example, they are angry at their boss, employees. It can be contractors that you have not renewed their contract, then they are angry. Contractors, or maybe they are your business partner, who knows, that are angry somehow. Business partner, maybe that you have not treated your business partner well, then they are angry. Okay, so, and you can mm, here we will mention some example with which kind of damage they can cause. Okay, for example, an employee leaking confidential information to a competitor. For example, you have developed a product that you have not that it has not entered the market, is very new and demand is very high. Then you have their angry employee, and they can leak this information to your computer. Then it's over for your company, okay, because you have put a lot of resources and time and to develop that product, and now your competitor uh, produce the same product basically. Okay, now we are done with the third one. Now we are going to fourth one. Four types of attacker. In the second category, the fourth is botnets and distributed attackers. Okay, up until now we had malware, then we had cyber warfare. Then here we have botnets and distributed or denial service attacker, or distributed denial of service. These one we will explain it in the separate video in the coming video, not right here, to prevent the video will be long. Okay, so this type of attacker, these attackers control large network. They control a very large network of compromised devices. Each compromised device is called for bot. Okay, a compromised device calls for bot hooks, and the whole thing calls for botnets. We are going to talk about when we comes to the video that is about DDoS attack or denial of service attack. Okay, not right here. Devices, or other name is botnet. Each single device calls for bot, compromised device bot, and the whole thing calls for botnets to carry out to carry out distributed distributed attack, such as such as distributed distributed I cannot pronounce it right on that one either. I'm sorry about that. Distributed denial of service, which is short for uh, DDoS. And we are going to, in the video that is about the distributed denial of service attack and distributed denial of service attack, which is short, denial of service is short for DOS. We are going to talk about what are this type of attack and what is the differences in the video that is specifically about that one, but not here. Okay, example for this an example for this can be a botnet, which is the network of compromised devices. A botnet can be used to overwhelm and take down a major website. For example, this website can belong to government agencies or a company or organization. By using the botnet, um, you overwhelm the resources of that website, and the legitimate user cannot reach the website. Okay, because all the resources of that website is being overwhelmed by botnet. Okay, the fifth one in this category is malware authors, and again we are going to talk about in this separate video what is malware and what. Here we just will name some of it, but there are many other types that will be described in the separate video, not here. Okay, malware authors. These individual, it can be individual or group or organization. These individual or groups create, because they have deep understanding and knowledge how to create this malware, create and distribute malicious software such as, again we just will mention here, but in the video that is specifically about malware and its type, we will describe what these are as viruses, we have worms, and Trojan or Trojan horses. I cannot pronounce this one correctly either. And we have ransomware and spyware. There are some other example, but we will mention in the video that is specifically about malware, okay? And spyware. I forgot how to write spyware. Spyware. So, we can take a little bit example. They developers with developers of ransomware dot encrypts a victim files and demands payment. This happens very often for decryption. Basically, they hijacked the victim's computer or resources. It can be an individual or a company or organization. Then you cannot access that resources until you pay, and then they will send the decryption key. Then you can access your resources again. So uh, we mentioned fifth and then sixth, and the last one here that we are going to mention in this category, they are fishers. Again, we will go in a little bit deeper in the coming video, not here, about fishers. Okay, fishers. These attackers use a so-called social engineering techniques to trick individual individuals into revealing sensitive forgot how to write sensitive. Lately I forgetting a lot. Sensitive information such as login, credential, or financial information such as or financial information. Yeah, okay. So we we are in the comments video, or specifically the video that is about social engineering technique, we are going to deep in about that, but not here because the length of video is already being long, I think. Okay, for example, can provide here also example: sending fake emails that appear to be from a trusted source to steal personal information. We are going to talk about the feature and social engineering and their respective video, not here in detail. For example, you are working in the company, then the attacker may impersonate your boss at, okay, this is from your boss, and you need to change your password or username. They will send a link, and actually it is not for your boss or IT department. Then they can use that, steal your login credential, then to achieve their objective. Okay, I hope you have gained some knowledge up until now. The next video is the last one in this series about introduction into cyber attackers. There we will write a conclusion and a summary of these three parts, and we map out the future, which subject we are going to talk about. If you have any questions up until now, you can either ask me by commenting below in the commenting area, or ask me via the link that is in the description of this video. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Bye.